Most people stay broke not because they don't work hard, but because they've never learned how money is actually earned, kept, and multiplied. We grew up thinking income only comes from jobs, and no one taught us how to control it. So we spend years trading time for money and still feel stuck. But being stuck financially shouldn't be normal. It's just a sign that your framework is broken, and today we're gonna fix that. Most people think their income is just their salary, but your real earning power is way deeper than that. It's the value you can bring to your life with the skills and time you already have. Here's how to figure it out. Grab a piece of paper, divide it into 2 columns. On the left is skills I have, on the right, things I suck at. Under skills, don't just write editing or marketing. Be specific, like I can edit reels fast, or I know how to convince people in DMs. Under weaknesses, write what slows you down, drains you, or keeps you stuck, like I procrastinate when I don't see quick results, or I hate cold pitching. This isn't a motivational exercise. This is data, because your real earning power comes from leveraging your strengths and building systems to protect you from your weaknesses, not trying to become perfect at everything. Now take a look at your last 3 months. How much money did you actually make? Not promised, not in DMs, not planned, but money that landed in your account. Say in 3 months, you made $450 for the first month, $570 in the second month, and $460 for the third month. That means your average monthly income is around $493. Then ask yourself, how many hours a week did I work? Let's say 30 hours per week. What tasks made me the most money? Maybe it was making custom thumbnails for small YouTubers, selling digital planners on Etsy, the rest from small affiliate clicks and donations. What tasks took most of my time but earned nothing? Making TikToks that never converted, DMing people who never replied, rebuilding your website 3 times for no reason. What does this show you? Your hourly income is about $4.1 per hour, which is probably less than what you could earn delivering food. 60% of your money came from one skill, thumbnail design. That's your current most bankable skill. You're losing time and energy on low return activities that feel like work but bring 0 money. You're not broke because you're not trying. You're broke because you're guessing, not measuring. Once you track what actually brings you income, you can cut 80% of the noise and double down on what works. This step alone changed how I looked at my life because I realized I was just working in the wrong way. This is what it said in the You Are Ambitious But Lazy book. It explains why even high potential people stay stuck when their daily systems are misaligned with their real earning power. You can get your copy of the book on Amazon or by the links in description. Now that you know how much you actually earn, it's time to look at where that money goes and why it disappears so fast. If you feel like you're always running out of money, it's not because you're poor. It's because your money is escaping silently. Money doesn't just disappear. You let it go when you don't track it. Here's the rule. Write down everything. For the next 30 days, track every single expense. Yes, even that $1 coffee divided into 3 categories. Necessities like food, bills, transport, tools for income like software, learning, gear, impulse, or flex. For example, stuff you bought out of boredom, social pressure, or habit. Let's say in 1 month you spent $100 on food, $60 on transportation, $40 on Netflix, Spotify, and impulse snacks, $30 on a new mic for your content side hustle. That's $230 total. Now look at the $40 that went to nothing that helps you survive or grow. That $40 could have gone to a book, a course, a tool, or just been saved for next month's growth. When you see where your money goes, you realize you had enough money, you just let it bleed into stuff you didn't need. The third step is redirect unnecessary expenses. The purpose of this step is simple. Take the money you are spending on low return habits and redirect it to things that grow your income. This isn't about living miserably. It's about cutting what feeds your ego and investing in what feeds your freedom. Ask yourself, is this expense helping me survive, grow, or earn more? If I cut this for 3 months, what can I replace it with that actually pays me back? It's not that you don't have enough discipline, it's that you're feeding the wrong priorities every day without realizing it. Every dollar is a vote. You either vote for your future or you vote for comfort and delay. Eliminate the lazy loop. You wake up, you say you'll be productive, but you scroll, procrastinate, make excuses. Then you go to sleep feeling like shit. That's the lazy loop, and you've probably been stuck in it for years. It's not because you're weak. It's because your brain got addicted to short wins. Checking your phone instead of checking your goals. Watching productivity videos instead of producing. Dreaming about being rich instead of doing rich people things. If you've made it this far, you already know what needs to be done, but let's be honest. You probably won't do it. Not because you're not capable, but because your system is broken. And that's exactly why I'll introduce you to the You Are Ambitious But Lazy book. It's not a motivational hype book. It's a real no-fluff guide that shows you how to work with your brain instead of against it. Inside, the book will break down how to build momentum when motivation runs dry, how to actually finish the things you start, and how to stay consistent even on your worst days. This is the same system I used to get out of my own problem, and hundreds of others are already applying it. If you're done letting your potential rot behind excuses, then now's the time. Get your copy on Amazon or through the link in description. Now, let's talk about how to build real discipline. Not the kind that fades in 3 days, but something sustainable. Start with one non-negotiable habit that's directly tied to your income. For example, commit to posting 1 piece of content a day, reaching out to 3 potential clients, or writing for 25 focused minutes. Don't try to overhaul your entire life at once. Just master one small move. Then, track a 7-day streak. That's it. 7 days of consistency. No excuses. Why? Because one focused week will build more momentum than 30 random days of hustle. Finally, create stakes. Attach a simple reward or punishment to this habit. Let yourself enjoy a favorite show only if you hit the goal. Or better yet, send $10 to a cause you hate if you skip a day. Discipline needs friction to stick. You don't need more motivation. You need a system that makes failure annoying and success automatic. If you can set that up, you'll no longer rely on your mood. You'll rely on a process. And that's the only thing that can carry you to the next level. Once your income is stable, your spending is intentional, and your habits are disciplined, it's time to scale. This is the part most people fantasize about, but rarely reach because they try to jump here without mastering the earlier steps. Scaling up isn't about hustling harder, it's about multiplying what already works. You start by identifying what's currently bringing in money and asking, how can I automate this? How can I delegate it? How can I grow it without burning out? Maybe that's reinvesting a portion of your income into tools or ads. Maybe it's hiring someone to handle tasks that slow you down. Maybe it's turning your skill into a product. Scaling isn't a finish line, it's a transition from being your own bottleneck to building a system that runs with or without you. You don't need to be a genius, you just need to build smart and repeat what works. If you've done the hard part, the habits, the tracking, the mindset shifts, this is where the game finally becomes exciting. If this video helpful, you might want to check my other videos. You might also like it.